What God cannot do
does not exist.
What God cannot do
does not exist.
We are the Chukwunekes from Port Harcourt, Rivers State in Nigeria, and we're here to testify to the glory of God in our lives, and especially the life of our son, Kani Chukwuneke. He was born on December 2024. When he was born, he was diagnosed with Atrial Septal Defect, and the doctor said he had 3 holes in his heart from birth. So we came back home and then we put it in prayers. I myself, I was on the altar constantly. They had scheduled series of tests, echo, to keep on monitoring the situation. We knew that he was a gift from God because he was a prayer request from my wife, and it was also when he was in the tummy, my sister gave me an idea that you can actually create the reality of his attributes on the altar. So I went back to the altar and I told God, God, I want his eyes to be like this, I want his nose to be like this, I want him to be tall, I want him to be like this. And to our greatest surprise, he came out exactly with those attributes. So we knew he was a gift from God, and this diagnosis was just there to test us. We kept on praying until 30th of March 2026, just a week before his next scheduled test. While we are praying on the altar, Pastor Jerry just mentioned it. He just screamed it, Atrial Septal Defect.
I see it written in front of me, Atrial Septal Defect. The devil is a liar. If you are the one, put it on the live stream. I announce, let it be reversed.
And when he said it, I froze. He just said it like that, and I knew that this cannot be a coincidence, because this was just a few days to his next test. And then we went for the test on the 6th of April. Took him for the checkup. The doctor came, the same doctor that had given us the previous reports. You know, she checked and checked and checked and checked. She checked from his neck, turned him back. My wife was there.
When we were there and they were just checking, I was just praying in my heart. I said, what they saw yesterday, they will not see it again today. And I was declaring that this is the last time that we're going to come here for echo. I kept on saying it. I kept on praying, and as I was just there, something Pastor Jerry always says. He always says that what you're afraid of will never happen.
I announce to you about the message of God, what you are afraid of will not happen.
So I kept on saying it that day that it will never happen. And as we were just there, the doctor just came and she was like that. She was just happy, and she was like the holes were closed. Like there was no trace, like no trace of anything like that. So we just want to thank God. We are grateful to God because we know that this can only be God. We want to also thank Pastor Jerry, and we pray that God will bless you and the oil on your head will never run dry.
One of the comments they put in the result that I really liked was, they said spontaneous closure of ASD noted. So the closure was not slow, it was spontaneous. It could only be God. We dey pray.
He dey show. What God cannot do
does not exist.
What God cannot do
does not exist.